Do you have big dreams, big goals? You want to do something with your life, but every time something stops you. We've all been there, and I have first hand experience with this. I'm going to tell you exactly why this happens and how to fix it. Imagine a child who wants to have candy for lunch while his mom has prepared a healthy, nutritious meal for him. Would you really blame the child? All he wants is instant gratification. He wants to feel that sugar rush. You can't blame the mom either. She knows what is good for him in the long term. This is how I would describe procrastination versus productivity. Now, this tug of war between the mother and child is something that happens inside of us each and every day. What is procrastination? It is when you know that something needs to be done or something should be done, but instead we choose to do something else. Something that gives us instant gratification. इसका ये मतलब नहीं है कि आप lazy हो or you have bad time management. It's a habit. It's an emotional response of your brain just to make sure that you're not uncomfortable. It's to prevent you from discomfort, from the feeling of failure, from boredom. So how do we handle this? Now the productive mommy inside you wants the child to eat real food because she knows what's good for the child in the future. But what happens if she forces him? He's just going to rebel. So what does a smart mom do? She finds a way to negotiate. Maybe she can tempt him to try one bite. Or she could convince him to finish his meal and have the candy as a treat. Now we are all smart adults. We can all find a way of negotiating with our inner child. And this can be done once we figure out why the child is behaving that way. The first reason is fear. This could be the fear of anything. It could be the fear of failure, not being able to live up to your own expectations, not being able to show up, not being consistent, being scared. It could also be the fear of success. What if you perform well at work and everyone else's expectation out of you increases? What if you think you don't deserve the success? What if your responsibilities increase? What if your life changes because of the success? It could also be because of other people's expectations around you. How are they going to judge you? How are they going to perceive you? It could also be the fear of the unknown. Sometimes it's just easier to be comfortable in an uncomfortable situation that's familiar rather than step out of your comfort zone into something that's totally unfamiliar. All these reasons stop us from taking a chance. In my case, when I was planning to start a YouTube channel, I faced all these fears. What if I fail? What if I make a fool out of myself? What if my life changes in a way that I don't anticipate? I don't understand the technicalities of YouTube. मैं क्या करूँगी if I cannot handle my situation? This fear kept me trapped for a long time. But I kept spending my time procrastinating, spending time researching, saying, oh, I don't know enough. I don't know enough about editing. I don't know enough about the technical aspect of YouTube. Once you actually acknowledge that, yes, I am scared. Once you realize that and you label it, you kind of somehow take the power away from it. What am I scared of? I'm scared of making a fool out of myself and failing in public. I'm putting myself out there and I'm not being able to perform. Big deal. Log kahenge. Kehne do. It's not the end of the world. Lovers will love, haters will hate. People who know me and my audience that loves me will stand by me. And those who don't, why should I bother? And just acknowledging that fear changed everything. As Jack Canfield says, everything you want is on the other side of fear. Once you overcome that fear, then there's nothing but victory in front of you. One technique that works very well for me is Mel Robbins' 5-second rule. Anytime you want to do something that scares you, just count from 5 to 1 and just go ahead and do it. What this does, it prevents your thinking brain from kicking in. And before you realize, you're already deep into it. And once you start doing something, you probably won't stop. 80% of us will just keep going. So it's worth a shot. The next reason why we are not able to achieve what we want to is perfectionism. What is perfection? In my humble opinion, it's a moving target. आज हमारे लिए जो perfect है, कल वो नहीं होगा. Today where I am, this seems perfect for me. But as I improve, as I grow, it's not going to be there. It's just an illusion. It's like chasing a rainbow. A lot of us spend our days thinking that once our situation is perfect, once everything is perfect around us, that is when we'll start. It doesn't always work like that. Things are never perfect. What matters is that we start where we are right now. As Voltaire says, perfection is the enemy of the good. If you're good enough right now, you're perfect for now. In my example, just today itself, I was all set at 1 p.m. when my kids were in school and I had quiet and peace all around me. I decided to start shooting this video. And then I heard sounds above me, unbeknownst to the fact that there's a birthday party happening right above. And now the after party is still going on. So if you hear music, you hear any other noise, you know what it is. The normal me, the default Ara, would have actually procrastinated and pushed this video for tomorrow. But because I had made up my mind, saying that it's okay, it's never going to be perfect. What guarantee do I have the situation is going to be perfect for me for tomorrow's shoot? I don't know. But right now, whatever it is, it's good enough for now. The idea of perfection has two sides to the same coin. One that motivates you and one that overwhelms you. Now we need to have the intelligence to know the difference between the two. As long as the pursuit of perfection is motivating you, it makes sense to pursue it. But the minute it starts overwhelming you, we know it's time to draw a line. One way to overcome this is to vocalize your intention. आपके माइंड में जो भी है, अगर आप कुछ भी अचीव करना चाहते हो, you find someone to express it to. It could be a friend, a family member, someone in your community, whoever you may. Once you are answerable to someone, the chance of you procrastinating and delaying the process becomes lower. In my case, मैंने अपने बच्चों को कुछ दिन पहले कहा था, I think I'm ready to start my YouTube channel. उसके बाद उन्होंने मुझे इतना तंग किया है, day in and day out. Mama, have you recorded your video yet? Have you edited it? Have you put it up yet? Just having told them this has ensured that I've not had an option but to upload my videos frequently. The third reason that we are not able to do what we really want is the pressure that we put on ourselves, which overwhelms us. हम अपने आप को इतना प्रेशर में डाल देते हैं, हमें पता नहीं होता क्या करें, कैसे करें. We get so focused on the outcome that we forget to enjoy the process itself. The only solution to this is to take baby steps. अगली चीज़ हम क्या कर सकते हैं? That is the only way to overcome that pressure that we put ourselves under. I remember when I was learning how to drive, my Nana accompanied me for my first few driving lessons. And I was so overwhelmed at that point. I told him that I don't think I can ever learn this skill. I don't know whether to concentrate on the accelerator, the brakes, the gear, the rear view, the side view. And his reaction was, Ara, calm down. Just focus on the road for now. Trust your intuition. Focus on the accelerator and the brake. Gradually, you will learn how to coordinate between the two. And once you've mastered the art of doing that, you will figure out how to maneuver the car. And that's when you look at the rear view and the side view. Till then, let people go by you. You just focus on the road and go slow. Take each step as it comes. And that is pretty relevant in this situation as well. If we have to put pressure on ourselves, how about some time pressure? There's a law called Parkinson's law, which says that your work expands according to the time allocated to do the task. Which means आप जितना समय एक काम को दोगे, उतना ही time लगेगा आपको वो काम खत्म करने में. Isn't it amazing that when we have guests coming over, we manage to clean up our house like this? But then when we have to do it on a regular basis, it takes us hours. So maybe it makes sense to set micro deadlines for ourselves. Once you set a micro deadline, chances are that those 10 minutes will increase. The idea is to just get started. What's important is that we do our best every single day. It's about having something called a day one mentality. Have the bigger picture in mind, but face each day as it comes. At the end of the day, procrastination is not your enemy. The child inside you, the only thing the child wants is to be happy right now. And we can all find a way to strike a deal with that child, where the child is happy and so are we. That's the people above moving their furniture. I have a bonus tip for you all, which is the 3 whys method. When you find yourself not doing what you're supposed to be doing, ask yourself these questions. 1. Why am I avoiding this? Is it because of fear? Is it because of perfectionism? Or is it because of pressure? Secondly, why does this task matter? What's the actual benefit of doing this? And thirdly, why not now? If not now, then when? I think once we answer all these 3 questions, we'll know exactly how to progress. There is no fixed formula for all of us to follow. We do what works for us. Productivity isn't about being perfect. It's about what works for you. If you found any of these tips helpful, do let me know in the comments which one of these you're going to try first. You could watch this next video, which talks about how making one change in your life impacts every other aspect of your life. I'll see you there. Bye-bye.